Remember how Pakistan Jamaat-backed anti-India organization Hindutva Watch, an India hate club, was blocked in January this year? Well, its founder Raqib Naik has filed a writ petition in the Delhi High Court on May 2nd, challenging the blocking of his organization's websites and X account. His case is being represented in the court by the lawyers from Internet Freedom Foundation. In several of our previous videos, we have already explained to you the anti-India dubious connect of Raqib Naik and his organizations with Pakistan's terrorist groups. But guess what? The organization which Raqib Naik is being supported by here, that is IFF, also has some suspicious personalities associated with it. Research by Open Source Intelligence Analysis has debunked for us why IFF is so much interested in defending a Pakistan propaganda against India. So if we look closely at the funders of IFF, then we come across some names. The lead counsel of Raqib Naik's case in the court, Vrinda Bhandari, is a pass-out from Oxford University. And voila, we have a George Soros connection here again. This Vrinda has been a research intern at Soros Open Society Foundation. Also, between 2021 and 2022, Vrinda got USD 2,500 from US-based Thakur Family Foundation of Dinesh Thakur, whose anti-India pharma campaign propaganda was exposed by Disinfolab in this thread that you can see here on screen. Not so surprisingly, Vrinda's colleague Abhinav Sekhri, another representative of Raqib Naik in the court, is on the payroll of Thakur Family Foundation, who received $1349. Both Vrinda and Abhinav have written papers on use and misuse of Section 144 in India, along with other IFF counsel Madhav Agarwal and Natasha Bhandari. Next comes Gautam Bhatia, another representative of Raqib's case. He was named as a key person in the FIR against NewsClick, who has been alleged to have received funds to fuel Chinese propaganda here in India. In addition to this, Bhatia has also been vocal in criticizing the current government's important policies like the abrogation of Article 370, CAA and UAPA. Another associate litigation counsel, Radhika Roy, seems to be an ardent supporter of dubious news portals like News Laundry, who often takes a dig at PM Narendra Modi and his policies. In fact, she, along with another of her council member, Gayatri Malhotra, has written several articles questioning the current government's stance on several issues. Now, the question that comes to our mind is that how ethical and justified is it for these lawyers who themselves receive foreign funding to represent a personality and an organization who Pakistan's terror groups back?